The Birth of La Boheme. The Birth of La Boheme. Introduction to La Boheme. La Boheme is a beautiful and touching opera, composed by the famous Italian composer Giacomo Puccini. It first premiered in 1896 in Turin, Italy, and has since become one of the most beloved operas in the world. This opera is known for its heartfelt story and stunning music, capturing the hearts of audiences for over a century. Set in the romantic city of Paris in the 1830s, La Boheme tells a story of young love and life among a group of friends. The main characters are Rodolfo, a passionate poet, and Mimi, a gentle seamstress. Their love story, along with that of their friends Marcello, a painter, and Musetta, a singer, unfolds against the backdrop of the Bohemian lifestyle, filled with art, music, and poetry. La Boheme is celebrated for its portrayal of real-life emotions and situations, making it relatable to many people. Puccini's music perfectly complements the story, with beautiful arias and duets that express love, joy, and sorrow. In this story, we will explore the captivating world of La Boheme. We'll dive into its story, characters, and music, and discover why this opera has become a timeless classic, loved by audiences around the globe. Join us on a journey to the charming streets of Paris as we uncover the magic of La Boheme. The story of La Boheme. La Boheme is a touching story about love, friendship, and the struggles of life, set in the beautiful but challenging city of Paris in the 1830s. The opera unfolds in 4 acts, each filled with emotional depth and captivating moments. Act 1. The Bohemian's Garret. The story begins on Christmas Eve in a cold attic, where 4 friends, the poet Rodolfo, the painter Marcello, the musician Schaunard, and the philosopher Colline, live. They are poor but happy, enjoying their artistic life. Rodolfo stays behind to write while the others go out, and it's then that he meets Mimi, a seamstress who lives in the same building. She's come to ask for a light for her candle, and her beauty and gentleness immediately capture Rodolfo's heart. They fall in love, sharing their dreams and aspirations in the famous arias C'è gelida manina and Mi chiamano Mimi. Act 2. The Latin Quarter. The scene shifts to the bustling streets of the Latin Quarter, where people are celebrating Christmas. Rodolfo buys Mimi a bonnet, and they join his friends at the Café Momus. Here, Marcello's ex-girlfriend, Musetta, makes a dramatic entrance. She's with an elderly admirer, but clearly still has feelings for Marcello. Musetta's playful and seductive aria, Quando mon vo, is a highlight of this act. Act 3. The Toll Gate. The joy of the earlier scenes gives way to the harsh realities of life. Rodolfo and Mimi's relationship is strained by jealousy and poverty. They reunite at a toll gate on the outskirts of Paris, where Marcello and Musetta are also having relationship problems. Despite their love, Rodolfo and Mimi decide to part ways, with the heart-rending duet O Soave Fanciulla. Act 4. The Bohemian's Garret. In the final act, Rodolfo and Marcello are back in their attic, reflecting on their lost loves. Mimi, now gravely ill, returns to Rodolfo, and their friends gather to help. Despite their efforts, Mimi's condition worsens. Surrounded by her friends and Rodolfo, she dies, leaving them and the audience in profound sorrow. La Boheme captures the essence of Bohemian life: the joy, the creativity, and the hardship. Its story, while set in the past, speaks to universal themes of love, youthful optimism, and the inevitable encounter with reality. The relationships between the characters are deep and complex, making the opera a moving and relatable experience. In the next section, we will explore the musical highlights of La Boheme. Puccini's music is a critical element of the opera, expressing the characters' emotions and enhancing the narrative. We'll look at some of the most memorable and beautiful pieces that make La Boheme a masterpiece of operatic music. Musical highlights of La Boheme. The music of La Boheme is one of the main reasons it has captured the hearts of opera lovers around the world. Giacomo Puccini, the composer, created a score that is rich in emotion and beautifully captures the story's romantic and bohemian themes. Let's explore some of the most significant musical pieces in this opera. Che gelida manina, what a cold little hand. In the first act, Rodolfo sings this famous aria when he meets Mimi for the first time. As he takes her cold hand, Rodolfo tells her about his life as a poet and his dreams. The music is tender and lyrical, reflecting the instant connection and budding love between the two characters. Mi chiamano Mimi. They call me Mimi. Mimi's response to Rodolfo's aria is equally touching. She describes her simple life as a seamstress and her love for the little things in life. This aria is gentle and sweet, showcasing Mimi's innocence and warmth. Quando me vo, when I walk. Also known as Musetta's Waltz, this piece is sung by Musetta in the second act at the Café Momus. It's a lively and flirtatious aria where Musetta tries to attract Marcello's attention, showing off her confidence and charm. The melody is catchy and has a playful quality, reflecting Musetta's spirited personality. Oh suave fanciulla, oh lovely girl. This beautiful duet between Rodolfo and Mimi closes the first act. As they fall in love, their voices intertwine in a melody that is both passionate and tender. The duet captures the magic and optimism of new love and is one of the opera's most memorable moments. Donde lieta uscì? From here she happily left. In the third act, Mimi bids farewell to Rodolfo. The aria is poignant and heartrending, expressing Mimi's sadness and love. The music perfectly conveys the emotion of a tender goodbye. Puccini's music in La Boheme is known for its melodic richness and emotional depth. He uses the orchestra to create moods that range from the bustling streets of Paris to the intimate and quiet moments between the characters. The score is full of contrasts, lively and spirited one moment, delicate and somber the next. The music of La Boheme not only enhances the story, but also helps to develop the characters. Through their songs, we understand their hopes, dreams, and struggles. Puccini's ability to match music with emotion makes La Boheme an opera that resonates with audiences on a deep emotional level. In the next section, we will look at the historical context of La Boheme. Understanding the era in which Puccini composed this opera and the influences he drew upon will deepen our appreciation of this remarkable work. Historical context of La Boheme. La Boheme was composed in the late 19th century, a time of great artistic and cultural change in Europe, and this context is key to understanding the opera's themes and enduring appeal. The world of Puccini. Giacomo Puccini lived during the Romantic era in music, which emphasized emotion, individualism, and the portrayal of the natural and spiritual worlds. This period saw a shift away from the structured classical styles to more expressive forms, mirroring the social and political changes of the time. Puccini, with his deeply emotional style and focus on realistic characters, was a leading figure in this movement. Influences on La Boheme. La Boheme is based on Henri Murger's novel Scènes de la vie de Bohème, which depicts the lives of struggling young artists in Paris. This setting reflects the bohemian lifestyle popular among artists and writers in the 19th century. Bohemians embraced a free-spirited and unconventional life, often in contrast to the rigid norms of bourgeois society. Paris in the 19th century. The opera's setting, Paris, was undergoing significant transformation during this time. The city was evolving into a modern metropolis, and these changes brought both excitement and challenges. The contrast between the vibrant urban life and the struggles of the lower classes is a central theme in La Boheme. Puccini's innovation. Puccini was innovative in his approach to opera, focusing on everyday people and situations, rather than the historical and mythological themes common in previous operas. His work is characterized by intimate storytelling, realistic settings, and emotional depth, all of which are evident in La Boheme. Social context. La Boheme also reflects the social realities of its time. The characters, young artists, struggling with poverty and illness, represent the marginalized sectors of society. Their joys and sorrows offer a glimpse into the challenges faced by ordinary people, making the opera relatable to a broad audience. The historical context of La Boheme enhances our understanding of the opera. It reflects the societal and artistic trends of the late 19th century and continues to resonate with modern audiences through its universal themes of love, friendship, and the pursuit of art. In the next section, we will explore the life and legacy of Giacomo Puccini. We'll learn about his journey as a composer and how his work, particularly La Boheme, has left a lasting impact on the world of opera and music. Giacomo Puccini, Life and Legacy. Giacomo Puccini, the composer of La Boheme, was a monumental figure in the world of opera. His life and work have had a lasting impact on the musical landscape. Early years. Born in 1858 in Lucca, Italy, into a family with a rich musical heritage, Puccini was exposed to music from a young age. He studied at the Milan Conservatory, where he honed his skills in composition. Puccini was deeply influenced by the works of great composers like Verdi and Wagner, which shaped his musical style. Emergence as a composer. Puccini's early career was marked by a series of operas that gradually gained him recognition. His breakthrough came with the success of Manon Lescaut in 1893. This was followed by a series of renowned works, including La Boheme, 1896, Tosca, 1900, and Madama Butterfly, 1904. These operas were celebrated for their emotional depth, memorable melodies, and Puccini's ability to convey complex human feelings through music. Style and innovation. Puccini's approach to opera was innovative. He focused on realism and the portrayal of everyday characters and situations, a style known as verismo. His operas often explored themes of love, tragedy, and the struggles of ordinary people. Puccini's music was characterized by its melodic richness and orchestral color, which helped express the emotional nuances of the story. La Boheme. La Boheme is one of Puccini's most enduring works. Its portrayal of the lives and loves of young artists in Paris resonated with audiences. The opera's blend of tender romance, poignant tragedy, and the vibrant backdrop of Bohemian Paris captured the spirit of the era. Legacy. Puccini's contribution to opera was significant. He breathed new life into the genre, making it more accessible and emotionally engaging for a broader audience. His operas remain some of the most frequently performed works in the opera repertoire worldwide. Puccini's ability to create music that directly appeals to the emotions made him a beloved composer during his time, and his popularity continues today. His operas are known for their richly drawn characters and the ability to evoke a strong emotional response from the audience. Influence on modern opera. Puccini's influence extends beyond his own compositions. He paved the way for modern opera, inspiring future generations of composers with his innovative use of melody, harmony, and orchestration. His focus on realism and emotional depth continues to inspire contemporary opera creators. In the next section, we will delve into the production and staging of La Boheme. We'll explore how this opera is brought to life on stage, from the design of the sets and costumes to the interpretation of its characters and story. Production and staging of La Boheme. Bringing La Boheme to life on stage is an intricate process that involves careful attention to detail in set design, costumes, and direction to truly capture the essence of Puccini's masterpiece. Set design. The sets of La Boheme play a crucial role in creating the atmosphere of 19th century Paris. Designers often aim to reflect the bohemian spirit of the era, with scenes depicting a modest attic where the artists live, the lively Latin quarter filled with people, and the stark, cold outskirts of the city. The scenery sets the tone for each act, transitioning from the warmth of friendship and love in the attic to the bustling streets of Paris, and finally to the poignant final scene. Costumes. Costume design in La Boheme is essential for depicting the characters' personalities and their socioeconomic backgrounds. The artist's costumes usually have a bohemian flair, suggesting creativity but also a lack of wealth. Mimi's attire reflects her simplicity and modesty, while Musetta's outfits are often more flamboyant, mirroring her outgoing and vivacious character. The costumes not only add visual appeal, but also help tell the story of each character. Direction. The director's vision is key in bringing La Boheme to the stage. This involves guiding the actors in their portrayal of the characters, and ensuring that their interactions and movements on stage authentically depict the opera's narrative. The director works closely with the singers to balance their performances between the singing and the acting, bringing out the emotional depth of the characters. Challenges. Staging. La Boheme can be challenging due to its need for detailed historical accuracy in sets and costumes and the emotional depth required from the performers. The opera demands a delicate balance between the light-hearted moments of the Bohemians' camaraderie and the tragic love story at its heart. Variations in productions. Different productions of La Boheme may interpret the opera in unique ways. While some stick closely to the traditional staging, others might set the story in a different era or location, bringing new perspectives to the classic tale. Despite these variations, the core themes of love, friendship, and the struggles of artistic life remain central to every rendition. Each production of La Boheme offers audiences a fresh experience of Puccini's work, whether through innovative set designs, creative costume interpretations, or new directorial approaches. The timeless appeal of the story, combined with the universal emotions conveyed through the music, ensures that La Boheme continues to be a favorite among opera enthusiasts worldwide. In the next section, we will explore the cultural impact and various interpretations of La Boheme, examining how this opera has transcended its era to become a beloved classic in the operatic canon. Cultural impact and interpretations of La Boheme. La Boheme has had a profound impact on culture, transcending its Italian origins to become a global phenomenon. Its portrayal of love, poverty, and the bohemian lifestyle has resonated with audiences for over a century, making it one of the most beloved operas in the world. The opera's themes of youthful passion and the harsh realities of life have universal appeal, allowing audiences from different cultures and times to connect with the story. The struggles and joys of its characters reflect a timeless human experience, bridging gaps across generations. La Boheme has inspired numerous adaptations in other artistic forms, including movies, television shows, and modern theater productions. Each adaptation brings new perspectives to the story, highlighting its continued relevance. For instance, the Broadway musical Rent is a reimagining of La Boheme's narrative, set in 1990s New York City, yet it preserves the opera's core themes. The opera also significantly influenced the portrayal of artists and bohemian culture in art and literature. The depiction of struggling but passionate artists living in camaraderie has become an enduring image in popular culture. La Boheme continues to be a staple in opera houses worldwide, its story and music offering endless possibilities for interpretation and understanding. Its emotional depth and memorable melodies ensure that it remains a cherished work in the operatic repertoire. In the final section, we will conclude our exploration of La Boheme, reflecting on the reasons for its enduring popularity and its significance as a masterpiece in the world of opera. Conclusion. La Boheme remains a masterpiece in the world of opera, enchanting audiences with its heartfelt story and beautiful music. The opera's portrayal of love, friendship, and the struggles of life has a universal appeal that transcends time and culture. Puccini's ability to capture deep emotions through his music has made La Boheme a timeless classic, touching the hearts of those who experience it. Its influence on art, culture, and other forms of media underscores its significant impact. As we conclude our journey with La Boheme, we celebrate its enduring legacy as a beloved and poignant work that continues to resonate with people around the world.